Hello Libra, and welcome to another reading with Tiffany's Tarology. My name is Tiffany and I'm going to be guiding you through a weekly message that Spirit intended for you. We're going to be doing a tarot reading with oracle cards. We have the Earth Magic Oracle here. We have the Green Witches Oracle, and we're going to be starting off with the beautiful Foxhara Tarot deck. Sorry about the glare, guys. I'm working on the lighting, but we're just going to ask that your spirit guides join us at this time as we dive into your reading. If you want to get connected with me outside of YouTube, in the description box, I do have some links that'll show you how to connect with me for one-on-one readings. Or if you want to connect with me on my Instagram, where I'm very active and more personal, I feel like you can go ahead and follow me at tiffanystarology so we can get connected, okay? So Spirit, what is it that you would have for me to go over with your beautiful Libra today? And how might this message be helpful to them in this week ahead? We're going to go ahead and pull four tarot cards for you, and we're going to pull some oracle after. The other elements like water and fire and earth signs, I did the oracles first and the tarot second, but I'm just feeling the tarot is calling my name first today. So we have 8 of air to start off with. We have the Hanged Man. Okay, I'm feeling some energy of feeling stuck or trapped. 2 of water. And one more for my dear Libra. Where are you feeling stuck, Libra? Where are you feeling stuck? Knight of Earth. Patience, patience, patience. All right. On the bottom of the deck, we have Judgment. This reading, I'm already feeling, is going to be a little bit deeper than most that I have done. You are going through a wake-up call, a judgment call, a resurrection of who you are. When we go through periods of our life where Spirit needs us to kind of look and evaluate and pay attention to where we have been, where we are going, we go through judgment. It's not to scare you, and it's not to, I don't know, sound like God is being hard on you, but it's really for you to rise to where you're being called so that your soul can be retrieved and your soul can live the life intended for you. So how I like to look at judgment is, thank God that God is calling me to this higher purpose. Thank God that there is more for me. And what can I learn through this judgment? They're not difficult though. They're not easy. They are difficult. But it's all how you see it. If you see it as an opportunity to grow and transcend, you see this beautiful person who's passed away down here in the skeleton rising. Our soul is where the judgment card really shines, because we're dead in the body but alive in our soul and our spirit. And that is where Spirit can get us out of difficult situations. So I'm assuming a lot of you guys are going through very difficult situations where you're feeling this need to really transform and change your life. And it might not be easy to do that. With the 8 of air, your fears are coming to the surface. If some of you are scared of spiders or spider webs, things that are creepy and crawly, this might be a specific message for you. But you are so protected. I see them spinning this web around her and almost like mummifying the body but keeping it preserved. What you are so protected. Where you feel trapped is actually God's protection, because there was a divine calling, a divine message that you were supposed to be receiving. This is being highlighted this week. And so there's a lot of trust and faith. And you need to let go of this victim mentality that you may have, as hard as that might be to hear. Because Spirit wants nothing but the best for you. Spirit wants you to excel, to shine, to grow. And when we allow ourselves to be in a lower vibration, which you might be feeling this week, we sometimes can get trapped in the shadows and in our fears and not knowing what's left and what's right, what's up or down. But the beauty of the 8 of air, or the 8 of swords, is that you can easily unravel out of this situation. You wake up to the reality of where you are and you make the necessary changes to propel you forward. So if you've been going through a difficult time, if you've been feeling like, Spirit, I don't know what's next. I don't want to hear this bad news. I don't even care to know what's in front of me, so I'm just going to blindfold myself. You're not really giving Spirit the opportunity to really let your heart heal and let your mind heal, because with air, we have to think of the element of swords. And, or should I say, with swords, we have to think of the element of air. My brain is all over the place, sorry. And with that being said, you may have a lot of mental constraints that are not real. They're not real. If you were to open your eyes and see, your fears are really actually just a projection. And you have a lot of protection from your spirit team, but they're trying to get a hold of you because there's something that you must know. With the Hanged Man, there's also this state of, I'm free floating. I don't know where to go. I haven't decided where to next. You're feeling stuck in suspended animation, and that's okay. Sometimes we have to make a serious pause in our life to redirect. And I feel like that's what Spirit's doing. Again, with this bat kind of carrying this woman who's like crying tears of blood, it almost looks like. You're being asked to just allow this period to occur. Go into suspended animation. Instead of thinking the worst, imagine the best is yet to come. And I think it's going to be a change of mindset that really allows you to propel yourself forward. Because when you stay stuck and when you stay trapped, is kind of how I want to look at the Eight of Air, you don't move forward. And this Judgment card is all about movement forward. It's all about ascension. It's all about letting it go and letting God flow. So eventually I think you'll let that bat unhinge you, and you will start to understand that you can move forward with your life. This situation that you're dealing with is not insurmountable. You are stronger than you think. With the Two of Water, relationships are going to be a very, very big emphasis for you. For some of you, I feel Spirit say relationships are going to get you through this. For some of you, I feel that relationships are the reason you're in this. Ooh, that's interesting. So there's like a dichotomy. There's two different kinds of listeners. So for some of you, the relationships that you're in, the people that are building you up, are going to be able to help encourage you and feed your soul and say, hey, I got you. You're going to get through this. And for some of you, the very reason you are in this predicament is because you're not opening your eyes to the reality of a partner, a situation, a contract that is holding you back. So put yourself where you lie. But Spirit gave that to me very clearly, that there are two types of situations that I'm connecting in with. But with the Two of Water, with the connections that we have, there is so much peace that can be gained from either figuring out that we're with the right people or we're not. And how can you restructure your life to fit and better align you with the people that you're supposed to be with, that are supposed to help you excel or ascend to the next level. Many of you are going through ascension and you're having to disconnect from people altogether. So some of you are probably feeling very isolated, and that's okay. Your soul tribe, your soul family will come in time, and it won't be too late. It will be just exactly when you need it. With the Knight of Earth, I hear Spirit telling you to be patient. This process is not easy. And this process is going to take some time. Like, you are going to have to go through a death and rebirth, through a transfiguration, through a laborious task, maybe even to get to where you need to go. But you will get there because the Knight of Earth is slow and steady and determined. So whatever this is, whatever situation that life has dealt you, whether it's a health issue, whether it's a breakup, loss of a job opportunity, issues within your family unit, maybe even some of you are having issues with self-love. Take it day by day, step by step. And remember that your worst fears are often, again, like we said, just a projection. and that you are capable of being this beautiful goddess that I see in this picture. Spend time in nature as well, because a lot of the times when we hold ourselves back, we get trapped in these emotions. We often neglect going outside, getting sun. I know for some of you out there, it is snowing and there's not a whole lot of sun. But try to at least connect in with nature, running water, a forest, something that will just be more picturesque and beautiful. Because through this process, you need to take time for yourself to get through this difficult situation. There is a lot of heaviness here, I won't lie. All right, we're going to go ahead and pull from the Earth Magic Oracle. Spirit, what else do you want to tell my dear Libra today? They seem to be going through a lot emotionally. Wow, you got rainbow blessings. So you may be seeing a rainbow soon, or you may have seen a rainbow recently. All right, you got nurturing Gaia. Synergy in reverse. All right. I've not gotten any cards in reverse, but you're the first. So as we can see here, there is life after the sorrow. You have to go through this process, right? You have to let go, purge, whatever it is that you need to do, Libra. Let it go and let it be. Let it fly. Allow yourself to congratulate yourself for how far you have come, and understanding that the road ahead, although it may be fraught with challenges, you can do it. There's blessings waiting for you on the other side, because the judgment call really allows us to show spirit, for lack of better words, that we're serious, that we want to make a change, that we do desire better for our lives, that we do want more. If you make the necessary changes, if you do what you're being called to do, it's going to be different for all of you. I really feel that you'll see those blessings start pouring in, and those signs and synchronicities are going to hit you, and you'll be like, yes, I'm on the right path. Angel numbers 222, 333, and 444 are flying through my head right now. 222 being in alignment, 333 having support from your guides, and 444 being divinely protected. If you've been seeing those numbers, understand that spirit is watching out for you. And there's nothing to worry about. It's really just a process all of us have to go through. With Gaia nurturing, this is a time for you to nurture your soul. This is a time for you to also connect in with Mother Nature, like we said with the Knight of Earth card, to begin to uncover parts of yourself that you can only find in God's medicine. If you've been stuck behind hospital beds or machines, or at a job that's not really working for you, in a relationship that tore you to pieces, you lost a family member, whatever the case might be, whatever this is that like you're going through, facing some of your worst fears. I know a Libra dealing with some serious health issues right now, and it's hard. But understand that God is here to nurture us. Gaia is here to give to us. And everything that we need, we can find in this magical world that we live in. We just have to do our part and get out there and find it. But there's a lot of healing that will come from you just literally sitting outside, going near water, purging, meditating, relaxing. With synergy in the reverse, I'll go ahead and show you guys the upright. You are being your worst enemy. You're not alchemizing this situation right now. You're not seeing the bigger picture. You're not seeing the bright side. So thus it comes up in reverse, because your energy is not in sync. There's no synergy. You need to connect heart, mind, and soul, and understand that whatever you're going through, you have the power to heal through it. Believe that. And we got to get this synergy in the right, in the upright. Because you need to believe in the power of this progress that you're trying to make. And you have to understand that this judgment that you're going through is not a death sentence. This is a rebirth. This is a inner calling that you have to make. Everyone does at some point. Libra is in the South Node as well. So you might be dealing with some of the energies of that South Node. Like, what is it that Spirit's asking you to release out of your life at this time? Are you refusing to do that? Clutter, foods, lack of exercise, too much social media, like whatever it is for you, like what are you being asked to give up? Relationships, contracts, ways of living, being, and thinking. Really focus on that. Again, I want you to know that everyone deals with cycles and everyone goes through hard times. But as we dive into the Green Witch Oracle, I'm hoping that Spirit will give us some advice for you on how to better align your energy, how to get out of this funk that you might be feeling and going through, because we all have to go through trials and tribulations. I even asked God, the other day, why do we suffer? But it's because there's a spiritual awakening that always occurs. So it says roots, healthy patterns, and early growth. Ooh, we're going to dive into that. We're going to pull one more for you. Healthy patterns and early growth. All right. And you got earthworm, which is clarity and rumination. So we'll start here. When I look at this image, of course, I'm immediately drawn to the skulls. But there's also, I believe, a tombstone here and an egg and these roots, right? And then fungus that's growing. I believe that Spirit wants you to understand that through the death of something or the death of the way things were, there is a rebirth and there is a way that we can heal and begin to have early growth of something new. Things are in their infancy, or you could be in the death part of it. So I hear Spirit saying some of you are in the budding part of this where you've started the healing process. Some of you are this little egg, this part of you that essentially died. And some of you are in the death and rebirth process. You're not quite, rising to the occasion yet. But wherever you are, the roots remind me to tell you to stay grounded, to understand that there is a way in which we can overcome the fears of even death, if that has been a fear for some of you, by understanding that this life that we live is temporary, beautiful, should be taken advantage of for the best. But it doesn't stop here. I grew up Christian and I used to believe wholeheartedly that you die and go to heaven or you die to go to hell. And as I got older, I was like, it just does not resonate with me. As I got deeper and deeper into spirituality, I do now believe in reincarnation and all of that. And our soul's journey isn't done here. Even if some of you may have to face some really dark trials, even facing death straight in the eye. But there is a need for you to look at patterns where maybe you have not been living your life in a way that's healthy. Maybe you have been overdoing a health journey for some of you, because that can even go south too. I've been there. And understand that you need to remind yourself of where you came from, how you got here, how your ancestors have, come and gone as well, and how the circle of life keeps us all moving. I know it's not easy to hear that, but you needed to hear that today. As well as earthworms. There's a lot of there's a lot of just images of you facing really deep, dark fears, especially the fear of death for some of you guys. It says clarity and rumination. It's like this earthworm is finally poking itself out of the ground and it's finally seeing this crystal that has pierced the earth. And there's a lot of clarity coming and it's rising up from the ashes. It's rising up from the destructive forces. It's part of the process of healing though. And Spirit wants you to heal through it. I believe wholeheartedly that you can, Libra. You're going through a very difficult period. But I know that through it all, if you stay connected to your inner guidance, your inner compass, you are going to be better off. So with all that being said, I'm wishing you well, sending you so much Reiki love and energy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.